Hello and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your host, Nick Pendrell, and joining me once again on that comfy sofa next to me is
It is very
Carolyn.
comfy.
It's lovely. This is why you keep coming back.
It is.
Just
Good
to
morning.
sit on the most comfortable sofas in Pattaya.
It is. Thank you.
And also joining us on the comfiest sofa in Pattaya is our guest today, who's Ekta from Glamzariya. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So tell us all about Glamzariya.
Glamzariya started with my passion in jewelry.
Right.
I've been in Thailand for around 10 years.
Okay.
My family has their own business here in gemstones, diamonds.
Oh,
and
right.
So I've been traveling the rows of gems and jewelry exposed for ever since I can remember.
So it's in your blood.
Yes.
You can say that, yes.
Gemstones in your blood. I still have in your blood.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So my passion of sparkly things and jewelry started when I was really young, and I had always dreamt of coming to business with my dad.
Right.
But my dad does wholesaling and retailing of diamonds, of loose diamonds, which is not my expertise as of yet,
Right.
I believe. But I was always fascinated by jewelry, all different kind of jewelry pieces, the way they were made, everything. So 2 years ago, I took a special course of becoming a certified diamond grader
Right.
in Antwerp, Belgium.
Yeah, I know. That's the world centre, isn't it?
Yes,
for
oh,
diamonds?
it's amazing. So from there, I came into the business and I started exploring more areas of this business, and I really started liking jewelry. And I wanted to make one of mine.
Right.
But I know I wasn't ready enough yet. But I was also had a passion for marketing and PR.
Right.
And I really would like to represent Thailand because I think this is more of a home to me than India.
Right. Right.
If you ask anyone, would you pick India or would you pick Thailand? I would always pick Thailand, always pick Thailand. Thailand's my best home, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I started learning the aspects of jewelry. I took hand-making jewelry, like
right.
jewelry making by your own hand classes.
Right, yeah.
And I realized that whatever I saw on the showcases back in when I was really young, they were really hard to make.
Oh, really?
They were just to put one ring that I learned in one of my classes. It took me 15 hours.
Wow.
Right.
I kid you not. It took me 15 hours, and I was just awed and awestruck by, oh my God, how many people put so much effort into this.
Yes.
So I thought of Thailand is not really known for jewelry all along,
Yeah.
and especially it's known for handicrafts, but wooden and silk.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be known for jewelry as well, especially that we have so many different kind of artisans and
Right.
so many different kind of arts that we see in Thailand. So I approached a few of my designers that I really wanted to represent them globally. And that's where Glamzariya started.
All right. So it's basically representing Thai manufacturers, artisans, and exposing their work to a global audience.
Yes, but they have to be handmade. No, I just want to focus on handmade jewelry. Everything that it comes out of their brain, their passion, their creativity. And I know that creativity, it's not all. They don't always go along well with business ideals.
Yes.
I was there to provide that for them,
Right.
and they were more than ecstatic.
And how long have you been doing this for?
The idea, the talks, it's been over a year.
Okay.
And finally Glamzariya launched this year.
Right. So how many artisans are you representing at the moment?
At the moment, we're around 3 to 4, and inquiries are coming in. And because I want it to remain very high end and very well polished, and everything is not at the starting stage, but they're not well known.
Right.
They are still also in a struggling stage, or they are known, but they're only known in Thailand.
Okay.
Their jewelry is what I'm representing.
Do they tend to be quite young? Are they sort of recent
They're my
graduates?
generation.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's I see them and they don't understand whether they should focus on creating their products or should they focus on creating a business.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Why don't you do what you do best and you let me handle the rest?
That must be perfect, because I know most creatives aren't actually usually that great
Yes.
at business, and they don't like business. They
Yeah.
just want to
Yes.
design.
That's the
to their
reason they
passion.
got into designing.
So
That's
it
right.
sounds like a brilliant partnership.
Yes.
So tell us something about the styles of the four artisans you're representing.
One of the designers I represent work in a really unique way, you can imagine. They work with sand.
Sand.
Sand as a jewelry, can you imagine that?
Wow. No.
So, and they, these two designers, I met them and I was like, okay, what is your story? And they two met at a random friend getaway. They two met and they realized that they have a passion for jewelry making. One was from an architect background, one was from a creative background as well. So they went along really well. And they all together thought of this, how can they make what they produce unique?
Right.
So they took the most bizarre product or raw material that you can say as sand, and they made it into jewelry. I'm actually wearing one of them. It's this black necklace. It's from black sand.
All right.
Wow.
So how do they compress it to a solid?
Well, that's the whole secret, isn't
Not giving away the secrets that much. You have
Of
to
course.
buy one to
it?
find out.
Exactly.
Is it all sourced in Thailand?
In Thailand. It's
Okay.
sourced in Thailand. It's handmade in Thailand.
It's a genuine Thai sand that goes
Exactly.
into that. Yeah, don't want any inferior sand going into the jewelry.
No, it's
only
right.
the finest. So that's one. That you
The
represent.
other one is she has worked with many jewelry designers. And then she also has a background of jewelry designing.
Right.
So she started making with semi-precious stones.
Oh, okay.
And her products are very high end, or they're very polished. They're very, how can I say? When you look at them, you will be like, it's not affordable, but it is.
Right.
Like this ring that I'm just wearing, it's from a galaxy collection. You can see stars in the universe
Oh,
over
looks
here,
like it.
and the big
Huge
stone.
diamond.
Exactly, and the work that has gone into it is amazing because the carving of the settings, the different kind of designing, the settings and everything. So it has been a great ride collaborating with them, and I believe. You alone cannot go anywhere.
Yes.
You always, it's good if you go in a partnership.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
you get good support. You
Yes.
don't feel alone all the time because whether I like it or not, we don't have always great days. Personally.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you don't always have great days. Sometimes
No.
you feel like just giving up and forgetting all of it. But when you have a partner, you have someone to fight with.
Right. Yeah.
And I also collaborated with a fashion designer, the Katish brand.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And we together represented, sponsored Miss Russia International Thailand that
okay.
happened a few weeks ago.
Right.
So the 10 finale gowns that she made, I collaborated my jewelry with them.
Oh, right.
Right.
So that was nice. And the sand jewelry went amazingly well because it was held at Pattaya. And Pattaya is very
Yeah.
well known for the beaches.
Well known for
yeah.
our sand.
And I also was very honored that Miss Thailand World wore my jewelry
Right.
with the Katish gown.
Nice combination.
Very nice combination. And I was over the moon.
Yes. Yeah. No, it must be great exposure for you.
Yeah.
for
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
So where in the world can we find your products?
We have a website, Glamzariya.com.
Right.
We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. Any other inquiries, like if we will approach a lot of stockists
Right.
abroad if they want to hold our jewelry as into their store.
Oh, okay. And what about outside Thailand? You said that you were interested in exposing to international
Yes.
audience. Have you got distribution outside Thailand yet?
We have few inquiries.
Oh, okay.
We do have inquiries. I have sent out catalogs, and they are going to look into giving us a big order.
Right.
So I'm very excited about that. We are also getting inquiries from a lot of other jewelry designers abroad.
Right.
We have one from Australia, and she has a very bohemian, urban look to her, and everything is handmade with crystals, with brass, or with leather. So that is also very exciting.
Yeah. Well, it definitely sounds like you're heading in the right direction. Now, what about prices? Because jewellery to me seems pretty expensive. I'm a man. To me, it's just like all that money for something that's just going around your finger.
Well, yes, for a man, I'll say that. But nowadays, even if you look at men are also getting into jewelry.
Right.
They do like having a bracelet. They do like having this one statement of jewelry that will represent what they believe in.
Right.
According to the prices, it's affordable. It's very much affordable. It's not over the moon.
Yeah.
It's but the value of handmade is what is the main price.
Sure.
Because
Yes.
15 hours put into one ring, I can imagine.
Yes.
Like it's literally man labor.
Yes.
So the sand collection, for example, what kind of prices are involved with say that necklace that you're wearing at the moment?
The necklace I'm wearing would be around $70.
$70? I thought you were going to say like $7,000 then.
And these ones I'm wearing would be maximum $50.
Really?
Maximum,
Wow.
not even. I'm sure not even 50.
Good grief.
Yeah.
So
Very reasonable.
So as well as, because I know semi-precious gems, but that's not gold then, obviously? if it's only
Some of them are
50,000?
gold plated.
Right.
And some of them are not. Some of them are just brass plating or black tourmaline.
Right. What is the most expensive item from the artisans you're representing?
I think it would be of the sand collection around $120.
That's it.
That's it.
Fine.
You can
no
afford it,
problem
Leah.
at all. then, no. So it's costume jewellery then, very much so.
You can say that, but you can wear it on a daily basis.
Right.
It's not costume. Costume's meant to only go with one specific costume.
Oh, okay.
But-
that shows how much I know about jewellery.
That's what they call fashion jewellery, Nick.
Oh, fashion jewellery.
Fashion jewellery,
Thank-
yes.
I'm glad to have you here to stop my ignorance when it comes to all things jewellery related. So is this the section of the market that you're going to stay in, the affordable section rather than the...
I'm going to stay in the handmade section
Right.
of the market because that's who I want to represent because I know and I have experienced it myself how much hard work goes into them
Yeah.
and they just go unnoticed.
Well, that's another reason I can't understand it's so affordable. I was thinking, when you're telling me about all these hours and hours that go
I
into
know.
it, like thousands of these poor artists, they deserve more.
They do deserve more, I agree. And that's why I'm there to represent them.
Good. Well, I hope that over time that you're able to bring in a little bit more money from them.
I
It
hope
must
so
be
too.
soul destroying if they've got this creativity.
Yeah.
And I mean, are they happy in staying in this section of the market, or do most jewelers dream of like working with the most expensive gems and gold and silver?
I'm sure they do, and I'm sure that, but handcrafting a jewelry for high-end, expensive luxury,
Yeah.
you cannot make every single of them.
Yes. Yeah.
And everything has to be from a private client.
Right.
Yeah.
How they want it, what are they trying to put in.
Yes, you
So-
can't be so expressive
Yeah.
when
yeah,
you've got
you
a
can
client.
you cannot be expressive if you have a specific personal client who wants a special piece of jewelry made for their significant other, family
Yeah.
members, or whoever.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I'm sure I too want to get into representing award-winning gemstones, fine jewelry designers. I do. That's where I see myself in 10 years.
Right.
If you ask me, I want to represent award-winning jewelry designers of their collection of what they have put forward.
Right.
And I'm very much happy and really honored that I do already have an award-winning designer on my board, which is the sand jewelry.
And which award was?
It was Denmark.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wow.
They won a creative designer award for Denmark.
Well, that's
From
very
Denmark.
impressive.
Very interesting.
Design Excellence Awards, I
Yeah,
believe that is called, yeah.
Yeah, well, it certainly is
Yes.
something I never heard
very
of before.
unusual, yes.
So can understand why they won the award. So remind us, where can we find out more about the company?
There is a Facebook page called Glamzariya. There we have a website, glamzariya.com, and Instagram.
Right.
We're going to reach out to our followers on Twitter. Twitter is also Glamzariya.
Right. So
And there's lots of pictures on there of the
All
different
of them,
designs.
yes.
And oh, nice.
is it possible to
Have a look.
buy from there? Or?
Of course.
They're all right, so you
Yes.
can even just purchase one yourself.
Exactly.
Well, Ekta, thank you very much for coming in and telling us all about Glamzariya. It sounds very, very exciting and very, very affordable. So
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
thanks again. For our viewers, stay tuned. We're going to be back with Best of the Web very soon. See you then.